Hey guys, Ellen here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia, and I am back today with another quick tip, and this time it's including vellum again. If you guys have seen my last video, I use vellum quite a bit, and I just wanted to show you how to very easily stamp onto vellum. As a lot of you know, vellum, it's nice and you can see through it. It looks beautiful, great layering piece that doesn't add a whole lot of visual bulk to your card. As you can see, you can still see through the vellum and see the pitch perfect paper through the vellum, but it is notoriously hard to stamp on, and that's because it's quite slippery. So I wanted to use my Stamparatus today, along with the Birthday Wit stamp set, which I used to create this card, and just show you how quick and simple you can make your stamping onto vellum. So just quickly before, love the Birthday Wit stamp set. It's a stamp set that I just love. It has great happy birthday sentiments. So I have made a card using the belated. I've made this card, and I'm putting this on the back of all my birthday cards that are getting sent out at the moment, because isn't it what card making's all about? Nothing says happy birthday like a piece of paper folded in half. So let's get to the tip. I'm just going to pop the card to the side, pop the vellum up here so I don't lose it, grab our stamp out, pop stamp set away, bring in our Stamparatus. So for those of you that haven't seen any of my previous videos, the Stamparatus is a stamp positioning tool. So unlike any of the other ones out on the market, Stampin' Up! Ones has a couple of points of difference. So we have a flap here that you open your stamping surface in here, but we have two plates. So you can't store the plates together, but this gives you two stamping surfaces, which is awesome. No other stamping positioning tool does that except for the Stamparatus. But to make it even better, we can remove this plate and flip it around, pop it back in the hinge, and you have a second stamping surface. So you have 4 stamping surfaces with this, and you can do some fantastic multi-step stamping. Now we are not doing that today, so I'm going to take this plate out, and also just to explain, if I was to be using a photopolymer set, which I'm not today, I'm using the red rubber. We've got this rubber mat that comes with the Stamparatus that we just slip in to create the rubber that is attached to our red rubber stamps. But I will also pop that to the side and just grab out, this came off earlier, so I'll pop one magnet back. Don't let the magnets touch, otherwise your one might break like mine, but I'm going to use the full size one. I have popped just one of our old Celebration washi tape around it for some ease of pickup for myself. Now today I'm going to be using the image sheet from the Stampin', but if you don't own a Stampin' and don't have the image sheet, you can quite easily use a piece of window sheet, use some packaging. As long as it's clear and you can see through it, it will be perfect. So I've just popped that where I wanted it, popped the plate down, and I have, that has adhered nicely to here. So now I'm going to take our archival basic black ink. It doesn't matter what ink you do use to stamp onto vellum, all we need to do is heat set it to dry it off and make sure it's permanently on the vellum. Now I am actually going to stamp this up properly for you, but for the purposes of making the card, I really did just want the top and the bottom, but I will show it to you perfectly. So first of all, we just want to stamp this onto our image sheet. Now, I'm not worried that this isn't perfect, and I'm going to take my piece of vellum and just lift this up slightly and slide this under to exactly where I want this piece. Okay, so that's where I want it. I'm going to take the image sheet away because this is our test piece, and I'm just going to pop. Helps if I get it on here, doesn't it, guys? That's okay. Me and my hands, which is the reason why I craft. Da, da, da. See, you get real-time crafting with me, guys. My word. Make sure this is up in the corner. Okay, and there we go, all clipped into place. That isn't going to move. Take the image sheet away, and then I'm going to give the stamp a really nice ink up and stamp that down. Now the magnet is actually not as wide as the stamps, so even though I've got it right there, it's actually not going to impede me stamping, and if it does, I can just slide it down and restamp. So I have a perfectly stamped image there, which is exactly what I wanted. Just going to remove this, just pop this back down for the moment. I will pop the image sheet back so I don't get a messy base to my Stamparatus, and then I'm just going to heat set this. So using our heat tool, one of my favorite tools behind the Stamparatus and my Big Shot, turn that on. I'm just going to pin this down so I don't burn my fingers. And at the moment, I can see that the ink is just a touch shiny, and just moving the heat tool so we don't get potentially any burnt spots. So the drying or embossing on vellum is actually really quick because it's such a thin surface that it heats up, dries, that is all dried, ready to go. So just to show you one other step how I got all these beautiful coloured images, I stamped this whole sentiment stamp in each of these colours. So we've got Pool Party, Peekaboo Peach, Rich Razzleberry, Lemon Lime Twist and Bermuda Bay. So I stamped it in each of those colours, and then I went through and I cut them all out and I've popped them in this bowl. So then as I do more, I can just grab out what I need. I adhered them over the top, and then I hid my adhesive on the back. So I put the adhesive on the back of all the solid pieces and adhered it to my card so you can't actually see where I've adhered it. And I've actually used some mini dimensionals if you wanted to see what they look like. These have been a fantastic addition to our current annual catalogue. And they are teeny tiny, but they are great. Just for especially images like this, they're just that touch smaller to our normal dimensionals, which in comparison are quite large. Now I do hope you enjoyed my quick tip for stamping on vellum today with the Stamparatus. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to see further videos. If you love this birthday width stamp set and the Picture Perfect birthday paper as much as I do, please find the link to my store below where you can buy these products. Thanks so much for joining me and have a great day. Bye.